Welcome to this epic disaster. This is Sherry.
It is Sherry.
And there's Rick.
Now, if you're watching us live on Facebook, by the way, if you're listening to the podcast, we are broadcasting live. Our 4th of JuLIVE, which I think is like the 4th annual 4th of July?
Yeah, but we normally do just
fourth.
But we normally do it like after we do the episode.
Yes.
We go outside.
This might be the first time ever in the history of the podcast that we've actually broadcast a live recording of the podcast.
For sure.
I don't think we've done that before.
I don't think we have. Can
so
you
if you're
hear
watching, if you're watching and you're watching me do this a lot,
he's going to point at you.
First of all,
day long.
The live sound is probably not as good as the podcast sound.
There's comments. You want me to go see what they say?
We'll do the best we can. We'll try to talk as loud as we can. But we are recording a show, and thanks for joining us on our hopefully 4th annual 4th of JuLIVE.
Yes.
What we're doing
today, because it's the 4th of July.
It's technical difficulties, which
shit happens. Happy Independence Day.
There was 20 minutes of technical difficulties that you didn't even get to see.
I wish we had recorded it though.
I need a beer.
Open it then. I'll tell you what you're opening. You are opening a can of Cuban coffee stout from Stillfire Brewing.
Look.
You just got it all over yourself.
It's spewed
on your cute clothes because you're wearing cute clothes today.
Look, it's got a head. It's got a really, really big head.
Don't they all? Yeah, so you're wearing super cute clothes, and we all commented on it. And anyways, what you're drinking is called Midnight Voyage. It's a Cuban coffee stout from Stillfire Brewing, which is in... Where's it from? Tell me. Suwanee? Is it Suwanee?
Mm-hmm, yeah.
Yes. Brewed and canned in Suwanee, Georgia.
And it's very carbonated. A lot of carbonation. It's got a huge head on it. Gigantic.
That's what they said. Okay. The can is cute. It's got a huge, ugly, nasty fish that's going to eat this. I guess it's a fox in a cup using a spoon.
It makes no sense. That's kind of some kind of weird
None of it
psychedelic
makes any
stuff.
sense. Let me tell you what it says, though.
I feel like it has something to do with the Masons.
No, it doesn't.
Some kind of weird Masonic thing.
No, it doesn't.
I believe so.
It says, ride waves of coffee flavor with this monster of a stout. Sweet and strong enough to clear out the cobwebs.
Ooh.
Midnight Voyage is roasty with coffee and chocolate flavors and aromas, but not harsh like some strong stouts. The mouthfeel, I love that word.
Mouthfeel.
Mouthfeel.
I like the way your mouth feels.
I like the way my mouth feels.
It's very sticky. It's very sticky.
My mouth is not sticky. Stop it.
Depends on what's been in it.
Shit.
I don't
Here
know
we
what
go.
that means.
Here we go.
I'm talking about M&Ms.
Is enhanced by a
Reese's
creamy silkiness that comes
You know what?
from oats and milk
A
sugar.
lot of people in this world say that I have a creamy silkiness.
God, I don't.
People come up to me just like random strangers.
Oh, do they? Well, I could tell them a thing or two about your creamy silkiness.
Right.
The flavors are intense, like an espresso, yet are balanced by just the right amount of sweetness to make you crave more. So
Okay.
this is what we're drinking.
It's
After all that, I get to actually open mine.
Be careful. This. It's very heady.
Yeah, because you don't know how to open a beer.
Well, look what's happening to yours. You were really slow and it still did that.
It's not on my pants, though.
It would have been if you had done like I did it.
Exactly.
Yes.
Which is why I'm saying you don't know how to open a beer.
But I'm just saying, even as careful as you were, you got some spew. So
Did not get any spew.
they said to you in high school.
I haven't had spew in years.
Okay.
All right.
Go ahead and pour it.
Ooh.
It smells like your typical coffee stout.
It does. It
actually
smells
really
yummy.
nice. I like it. I like the way it
super
smells.
yummy.
I can't yet drink it because the head is so big, but I'm gonna try it here again.
Just the sentence, the head is so big, to me just gets me every time.
Okay.
But see, I'm properly pouring it.
Yeah.
Yep. There we go. And you're right. It's got a big head.
Chuck is watching.
Hi, Chuck.
Chuck.
Hi. Long time no see.
You have to get kind of
Hello,
close.
hello.
I could see from a distance, and if you could see, what are we? That's our recording device is good 10 feet away.
That's not 10 feet.
What is that?
8.
Okay, a good 8 feet away. And it's hard to see. I can barely see, but if we lean up, I can.
Just get all up in there, Grill. Just do it. Just get all up in there and see who's listening.
But thanks for joining us, everyone. At this point, if you're just now joining us, we're having Midnight Voyage. And if you can find some of that really quick, you can join it and have it with us.
Wow.
Boy, the smoke's getting to me.
Did we announce that this is what we were drinking?
No, we didn't.
You were gonna, though.
I was going to, but number one, I felt like no one could find this. And number two, I kind of thought I might find another one, a different one.
But we went with this.
Yeah.
Because there's, honestly, this year I haven't seen any, 4th of July beers out there.
No.
And I think it's because a lot of breweries are suffering due to COVID.
Well, if you're suffering, it seems like you would want to have a
you would,
4th of July.
But if you don't have the ability to do so, I mean,
then
come on.
Go out of business.
Then just fucking stay home.
Do it.
That's just
stay home.
Stay the fuck home.
That's what we're saying on this podcast.
Fucker.
That's a lot of anger you have right there. Oh, no.
Oh, no.
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 Got booed out.
I got booed.
I'm
going to go check messages. I'll be right back.
Check messages?
Yeah, we got messages.
Oh, okay. Should I read them?
I'm going to read them.
You read them, and I'll
You respond.
I'll have to portray that. I'll have to reread them so that people know.
Here's my forehead. It's sunburnt, by the way.
No one wants to see them.
Chuck says, hey.
Uh-huh.
Chuck says, get a bigger screen. Chuck says...
That's a Facebook thing. Then
CJ's here. Hi, CJ. Hello. And then who else? Oh, Doug, of course. Doug is always here because Doug loves us more than you know. He dreams about us, I think. I think Doug dreams about us on a regular.
Okay, that's enough.
Okay.
Let's do a show. 4th of July? Well, how was your 4th of July? Anything happened? Actually, we're going to grill out downstairs.
Yep.
In just a few minutes.
Thank you for joining us. Honestly, we may not be able to see all of your messages.
And if you don't stay, we won't be mad.
No, because you got shit to do.
Yeah.
We get it. I mean, come on.
You got wieners to make. Wieners to grill.
Don't grill your wiener. It's not a good idea.
4th of July, you got to grill your wiener.
That would hurt.
I really wanted to have
grilled wieners.
Yeah. So, what did you settle on for our food? Do you know? You're going to have whatever served to you?
Yeah, basically.
I'm having Impossible Burger,
Me
a
too.
cheeseburger.
Me too.
I don't know why I've been craving just a big cheeseburger.
Juicy and...
Yeah, like a real burger.
Yeah.
Not like so veggie patties, which, we have to eat these pussy patties. Let's just say it. Let's just say it. Let's be honest.
That. That's awful.
what it is.
No.
And they're
it's
pre-made.
Not a pussy patty.
Pre-made, just out, and it's like a little slab. Veggie slab.
So put two...
You're going to spill something before the podcast.
Put two together.
No, but it's 2 slabs. So, the Impossible Burger is actually like me. It's
but she bought the pre-made patties.
Yeah, but it's still going to be like real burger.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
You positive?
So I'm
Do you promise?
Yeah, I'm ready for it. I'm ready.
I'm ready. I want lots of cheese. What kind of cheese you get?
Cheddar.
Okay.
Cheddar cheese is going to happen.
You got Jack in there?
No. We
no
got
pepper jack?
We got cheddar and something else. Havarti.
See, Havarti doesn't bring a lot of flavor to the table.
That sounds like a question. It's like, oh, Havarti.
No. No.
That's what I think. I always think of that.
Havarti doesn't bring a lot of flavor to the table, but what it does do is it brings a lot of creaminess to the table.
Yeah.
Now, you can get all kinds of different Havarti cheese, and I'm a fan of Havarti, I'll be honest with you. Dill Havarti is my favorite, but I like to eat it individually, on its own. Mm-hmm. It's not really something I want to put on something.
Well, you don't have to.
Okay.
But that's going to happen, and we're going to grill out some other things, too. So, probably fire's happening now. Let me ask you a question.
What's that?
You know what? Before I ask you the question, let's play a little game. I'm going to do the theme song.
Okay, do it.
All right, that's it.
All right,
it
we're
doesn't
done.
go on forever.
No, it's a quick song. Yeah, I'm going to go first. You're going to read first.
I will.
Put your glasses on now.
I'm going to read without glasses.
Nuh-uh.
I'm a rebel.
You can't read
All right,
with...
I need glasses.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
You think you can do
drop
these
your
things.
blue.
You
blue
think
stone. There's a lot of pressure. Blue stone.
What
drop
is that
the blue.
line from a movie? You think you can do these things, somebody, but you just can't. What is that line?
I don't know.
It's a movie.
Just drop it, blue stone.
Okay, it's yellow.
Yellow? All right. It's random. Would you rather forget everyone else's name all the time
That's me.
or have everyone forget your name all the time?
Also me. So I'm not sure. I would rather have to tell people my name
Yeah.
than have
It's
to
not quite
ask.
as embarrassing.
Exactly.
I mean, you want the burden of embarrassment onto them.
Right. You
They're
forget my name?
Oh, hi, Susan.
I'll just say, Brenda. Yeah, Karen.
Marianne.
Karen. No, it's like if somebody were to come up to me and just say, "Hey, I know you." What? I'd be like, "I'm Sherry. This is where you know me from."
Yeah.
That's not a problem for me. It's not embarrassing to me. It doesn't affect my mood. It doesn't make me mad. If I walk up to somebody and do that, I'm like, I know you. I know I do. Probably just saw you yesterday. Chuck, I can't remember your name.
Yeah.
Then that gets a little embarrassing.
Okay, I'll tell you an embarrassing thing.
Do it.
I have forgotten my wife's name. No, I don't think she knows it.
She does
But it's
now.
like-
She does.
No, because she never listens to the podcast.
I'll tell her.
So, like, I've tried to say something to her, and I've started to call. Like, there were a couple times I've started to say Sherry. There's a couple times I just don't.
Your other wives' names.
Because I never use her name.
Right.
I don't need to.
You
She
call
lives
her
here.
babe. You call her
She's
hey.
right here.
You
She's
call
just
her
right. We just start talking.
hey you.
So here's something that just happened, and I'm only going to tell you this. No one else can know, and
It's
you
a secret.
cannot tell her.
It's a secret.
So before we came up here and recorded the show,
Yeah.
I had to go. I did a bathroom break.
Yeah.
And when I went to the bathroom, she'd left her phone in there.
Uh-huh.
I took a picture of my butt. So when she gets her phone, she's gonna push the button.
Did you why
And
do you
there's my butt. And now let me tell you.
wait, why do you know the combination
You
to get
don't. It's an iPhone, and you can you can like even if it's locked, you can take a picture of your butt. It's called butt mode. No,
No, it's
Look,
not.
You go like this. There's the camera, right?
But wait, mine was unlocked. Hold on, let me lock it.
Okay, lock it. It's the same thing. You just once it's locked, you gotta start it up, and then you got the camera. Now it won't let you see the photos, but I know it's there.
Your ass is on her phone.
She's gonna. Don't tell her.
How close did you get?
Oh, it's ass. You know it, and you know whose it is. So she's gonna go in there and get her phone, and she's gonna start it up, and there's my butt.
There was a thing. Who was it? They used to. Oh my God, was it me? I don't know. I remember something happening where people were taking pictures of their toes on people's phones, doing
What?
it that way.
Weird.
Just because you couldn't get into their phones,
Yeah.
but you could take pictures of your toes.
Oh.
I think it was a thing at work where, because I used to leave my phone in the kitchen all the time.
That's a strange thing.
And quite honestly, all you have to do is look at that. And
It's so much better. I say butt is so much better.
you know whose phone this is by
yeah.
looking at that.
Sure.
I mean, you do.
Yeah.
But other people don't. They're like, somebody left their phone in the kitchen. It's got a picture of a kitty on it. What are you looking at?
I was reading.
Anything
Comments.
interesting?
Doug, Chuck, still hanging out with us.
Hi, Doug and Chuck.
Thank you.
Doug, Chuck.
All right, I'm dropping.
Chuck, Doug. That
I'm
sounds
dropping.
like...
Ready?
Okay, do it.
Here we go.
Am I pulling?
Red.
Do I pull from this side?
Yeah. No, you always pull from the front, right? Just this is the front. This is the back. This is where you put them. It's red. I dropped a red stone.
So red, I know, stands for pain, discomfort.
There might have been a little bit of, maybe a little more than normal alcohol involved tonight. Not for me. I'm
Me.
just saying.
Me. It'd be me. I might actually have to stay over. I don't know. Okay, so pain, fear, and discomfort. Would you rather have to fight off 10 8-year-old boys with sticks and stones?
Oh yeah.
They're coming at you, man.
They
got-
have the sticks and stones.
Yeah.
Or I get the sticks and stones.
I don't know. Hold on.
Do I fight them off
No,
with sticks
they
and stones? Or
they have the sticks and stones,
All right.
and they're coming at you.
For
There's-
what? What did I do?
I don't know. The fuck did you do?
Like
There's 10 of them.
Frankenstein's monster.
10. They don't have pitchforks.
Okay.
They have sticks and stones. and they want to break your bones.
Oh, yeah. They all 8-year-old boys do.
And there's 10 of them.
Dang it.
10 of them. Okay. So, or would you rather fight off one unarmed, extremely strong adult male?
No. All right. Let me tell you something.
What?
I was thinking about this last week.
This question?
Yeah. This topic.
Interesting.
I want to tell you
You're
something.
not a fighter,
You probably know. Well, this is what I'm saying. I am almost. I don't even like to say it. I'm almost 60.
Yeah.
Do I look 60?
No.
Is this a 60-year-old man?
He's so cute. He's not 60.
Let me show you.
And guess what?
I don't have man boobs. No, I'm not going to do that.
But guess what? Guess what? There is no dye in this hair.
That's not true.
This, but not this.
No.
No.
This is not.
And there's no gray.
This is just for men.
Just your beard is just for men.
Yeah.
But the top of your head
No, there's nothing.
It's all
there.
you.
Right. Okay. So.
pisses me the fuck off.
Wow.
Mine is all gray.
At that advanced age, my whole life, I've never been in a real fight.
Like you've never punched anybody?
Never.
But you
never
wanted
had
to.
I guess because everybody thinks I can fight because I'm big, tall, whatever. So I've never been in a fight. And I was watching something the other day, but anyway, I just thought about it, and I just thought, and it's too late now. I don't think I really would want to do it now, but then maybe early 40s, I should have tried to get in a fight one time, just to have that experience, just to have the experience of fighting someone.
But your nose is so beautiful the way it is.
No, it's not. If
somebody were to bust it,
no, I've had my nose busted, but I was watching an interview with somebody who was fighting. They were just like, it was somebody who fights a lot.
Yeah.
And they were just like, it hurts, but it doesn't hurt forever. And people are always afraid of that.
Nothing hurts forever.
They're always afraid of the pain in fighting.
Yeah.
And they're just like, that's the thing. You just don't worry about that, and you just do it. And I thought, oh yeah, that's true. You don't even worry about that. Just get in a fight. One time, just fight somebody.
Why though?
I don't
You
know.
might hurt somebody else.
I'm gonna kick my wife's ass.
Don't do it.
I've decided.
Shh, you won't be able to.
No,
No, you won't be able to. That woman would take you out.
Yeah, I don't want to. I don't want to kick her.
She lives in the kitchen, and there's lots of knives.
But I guess I would just say the one dude. If he can fight me, I'll fight the one dude instead of the 8-year-old.
You would take the super strong one dude rather than the 10 8-year-olds with sticks and stones.
When I think of super strong, I think of the dude from Raiders of the Lost Ark. Remember the guy that got chopped up in the fan blades, the plane? Big. He didn't have a shirt on. He's like this big muscle guy. And Indiana Jones, like he comes out it's like right at when he got out of the underground temple, where all the snakes were.
Yeah.
And he comes out,
Yeah.
And there's a guy on the plane. He's like maybe the mechanic or something.
Sure.
And he's standing up, and so he has to punch him several times.
Yeah.
It doesn't even affect the
Doesn't
guy.
faze him.
It's like this big burly guy.
Yeah.
That's what I think of as strong guy. Like that guy's got to kick my ass.
Do you know who I think of when I think big, strong adult man?
Me.
No.
Oh.
I think of like Conan.
O'Brien.
Conan
Oh,
the Barbarian. Yes. Or Dave Bautista.
Yeah, you know what? I don't know anything about him.
Okay,
I mean, I know who he is.
Yeah.
But I only learned who he was like a couple months ago.
And he finally just quit. He's like, I don't want to be known as just the muscle.
So I've heard that big muscle guys and people out there, if you know this, if you know the answer to this, let us know. I've heard that big muscle guys can't fight. They're not strong.
Why do they if they're too big, they can't wipe their own ass.
Okay.
If you've got muscles this big,
I don't want to hang around them then. You
try
don't
reaching.
invite them to the party.
Try reaching. Guarantee you.
Really?
It's a thing. Big muscly guys can't wipe their own ass.
What do? You have like a staff?
Or a tushy.
Oh, yeah.
You have a tushy.
That's because I'm a big muscular guy.
Yeah.
Those
Okay.
things are awesome. Anyway.
It's a bidet that you put on your toilet. And Rick swears by this thing.
I like it. It's good. We've talked about it on the show. I encourage everyone to get one.
I think I would get one if I could just sit backwards on the toilet. Use it for other things. That's just me.
You can do whatever you want to do.
That's just me. I'm not at your house, though.
Let me ask you a question.
What?
What is the kind of weirdest, strangest 4th of July you've ever experienced?
Oh, fuck. I did.
What?
What?
What was that?
I was thinking out loud. So, I was in Seattle visiting my father.
I'm waving at our people that's watching.
Okay, you do that.
I don't want them to think we forgot about them.
I was in Seattle visiting my father,
Mm-hmm.
and I was supposed to actually fly home that morning.
Yeah.
And I paid $300 to fly home the next day.
Where's home? Alaska?
I was living in Alaska with my second husband.
So Seattle to Alaska.
Yeah, I'd been in Seattle for, I don't know, 3.5 weeks at that point.
Okay.
Because we were having some issues.
Mm-hmm. Your husband or your dad?
My husband.
Okay.
And I was ready.
Ex-husband.
Yeah. I was ready to go home. And I was supposed to go home that morning.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, you know what? No. We're going to do fireworks. We're going to do it here on the street. All the family was there. I was like, you know what? Even though I don't like half these people, I would really rather be here doing this than fly home to him.
Okay.
So, and if you're watching, sorry. I mean, you kind of know that by now because I did leave you. You
left him.
Yeah.
Oh.
I left both of my husbands.
You left them
Yes.
at the aisle?
No.
Just like at home?
No.
Just walk out?
I walked out.
Really?
I
Did they
walked the
know it?
fuck out.
Did they care? Did they have like a, it's none of my business. Okay.
So the first one, I was packing to leave. Okay, sorry, I'm getting off on a tangent here.
Where are you going?
But no, the first husband, I had also left him. We were having issues, and I had left him and gone to Seattle for 6 months when my nephew was first born, and I helped my sister out with the baby.
Okay.
Right. So I'd been gone for 6 months, and he's like, "Okay, I'm ready. You need to come home. Let's talk. Let's have a dialogue." Blah 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 blah. I got home, and it was early, and I was like, "Okay, I'm awake. We can start now. We can start talking about what our relationship holds in the future." And he said, "Well, you're home now. What's to talk about?" And I knew immediately.
Wow.
Immediately I was done.
Yeah.
But I still lived in his house for like 2 months trying to get my shit together. And I was packing up. We got a lot of really great wedding gifts like 2 years prior when we actually got married. We've been together for 10 years.
Was that embarrassing to you? It was to me, like all the presents you get, and then you're like, oh, it didn't work. And then do I give them back?
So here's what happened is I went and registered by myself because he was too busy, right? And we were very young. So when we were registering for gifts like you do, which I think is kind of silly at this point, but back then, it was a long time ago. Back then, that's what you did. So all the things that I really wanted that we ended up getting, I was packing to take with me. And we had 3 Mikasa crystal vases.
Oh, yeah.
And I was packing them, and he goes, "Oh, you're going to take 2 of those?" And as soon as he said that, I was like, "Nope, I'm not taking anything else." And I walked out.
You're like, but that slow cooker is mine.
Nope, I can buy a slow cooker. I said, "No, here's what's happening. I'm walking out with what is already packed, and I'm also leaving you with all of our debt. Bye."
Oh,
Yeah.
that was mean.
No, it wasn't mean.
I think you have a message down there.
I should go see it.
Go check your message.
Okay.
Man, people are going to be listening to this. This isn't, by the way, this is not how we usually do a show.
No.
If you're listening to the podcast, you don't know what's going on.
Fuck, I can't see. Where's my glasses?
Get your glasses.
Okay.
Read your message.
All right.
This was a live show, by the way. If you're listening to the podcast, we're doing live. We're doing live and recording.
So Doug's saying a lot.
Uh-huh.
I'm not sure where he's going with it.
Hi, Doug. Sorry, we're not.
Clock is wrong. Clock is wrong.
It
Yes,
does-
we're
that
very
doesn't
aware.
matter.
We are very aware that clock is wrong because if you touch anything on that clock, it resets everything.
The clock is kind of because
Clock is an asshole.
spring forward. I didn't spring it forward.
Nobody sprung forward. It'll come back. Chuck says, "Sherry, we know you have a foot fetish." What?
What?
He says I have a foot fetish.
Uh-oh.
Because you're talking about the toe pictures.
Yeah, probably.
Stop it. Nobody cares about my toes. That's it.
Okay.
That's what I got.
Cool.
Oh, what's that at the bottom? Doug says hi again.
Hi, Doug.
Hi, Doug.
My strangest one, I was at a parade, 4th of July parade, dressed as Uncle Sam.
Well, you're tall enough to be Uncle Sam.
I know. Someone invited me to do it. Apparently,
Yeah.
they had an Uncle Sam who canceled. They needed a last-minute Sam.
That's pretty normal.
And so I had the, man, it was a cool outfit, too.
Nice.
I had on the red and white striped pants. I think it was a blue tux shirt, long tails.
You look like you're touching your boobies.
All the stuff. Big top hat. Little beard. I think I had a mustache. I can't remember. I know Uncle Sam doesn't.
Was it fake?
Oh, yeah.
White?
I was in my 20s. I couldn't grow anything.
You couldn't even grow an erection at that point.
No, not a good one. Anyway, and then I just walked around and shook kids' hands. That was my 4th of July. I was Uncle Sam.
Were you going, we need you?
We need you. I don't remember what I did. I didn't really like it, but anyway, I did it because
Did you get paid?
Yeah, I believe I did. My uncle kind of put it together.
Oh.
It was something my uncle did.
Which uncle?
Just an uncle.
One of your uncles.
Yeah, was just an uncle.
One of the nice ones.
Yeah, and so I got, that was kind of a weird thing. I did like that costume, though. I kind of like to have that now. Wearing it around.
Would you just walk around in an Uncle Sam costume?
Why not? Especially on 4th of July.
I mean, I guess so.
So days are coming up. We've got a lot of we got a whole week of days coming up, and I don't even know what's happening on half of these days.
I'll tell you.
Oh, okay.
I have the info.
Dang it.
That you need.
Should know.
Because I get this shit from the DL.
That's what
so
I'm
you
thinking.
don't you don't even know. Yes. Okay. Where is it? It's in my email. Not that email. That's work. Turn that off. Okay. So here's my email. I sent these days. So starting with tomorrow.
Tomorrow's the 5th.
The 5th.
July 5th.
And that's where I normally start because this will come out on Monday.
Monday, July 5th.
Yeah.
That's correct.
So Monday, July 5th. And I don't have a whole lot, but we can discuss some of them if you want to.
Sure.
So the first one is Monday, July 5th is National Workaholics Day.
Oh, that's not me.
No?
No.
Are you sure about that?
I don't believe in workaholic.
You work all the time.
No, I don't. I never work. I sit on my ass all day long.
Well, why is it then when I say, what's going on here, you're like, I've been working?
Well, I mean, like, I do a lot of work at my gallery. But is that work?
No. It's a love. It's
Art's
a passion.
not a work, but that's my job. But anyway.
So National Workaholics Day. If you are a workaholic, take a day off. Just do it.
Well, if you're a workaholic, it's not going to do any good to say take a day off.
Try to take a day off.
Try to take a day off.
Now, this is going to make you sad.
Really?
Yeah. Tuesday, the 6th of July, is... Actually, I think it's a friend of mine's birthday, but I can't remember who. Apparently not a close friend. It's National Fried Chicken Day.
Oh.
That used to be like your thing.
Yeah.
When you ate meat, fried chicken.
I've said it before. I would love to just go indulge in the KFC buffet.
Yeah.
Because they didn't have that when I ate chicken.
I know.
And now they have it. And I've thought about it so many times. It's like, I'll just one day.
Just one.
Go in and eat. And almost every time I decide that, I pass the chicken truck.
And then
Truck
it's
full
like,
of chickens.
Yep,
I'm like, nope, I'm good for another 2 years.
at least.
Yeah.
Because driving behind or past those chicken trucks will fuck you up in the head.
Well, I mean, not everybody. There are people who grow up on a farm or who work in things like that. They see chickens and pigs and animals as a commodity, just like the carrot.
Yeah.
It doesn't register as a life.
Right.
To those people.
Right.
Some hunters are the same way.
True.
Not all hunters. Good hunters, they understand that the animal's given the life for them. And I've seen hunters where they're just like, they'll say, I have to eat every bit of this animal out of respect for the animal. Mm-hmm. And if I was going to be a hunter, that's what I would be, I think. But I can't, I've seen, you'll see chicken trucks going down the road. But the thing that kills me is the chickens on the side of the road that have fallen out.
They just flew out. They
and
fell
it's like
off.
Their life means nothing.
Nothing. Means nothing to anybody.
But I would eat the damn things.
I mean, I know people who actually...
KFC coated? Heck yeah.
No.
I would do it.
So here's the thing.
Almost.
I was making food for my dog. I do make food for my dog. She gets some kibble, but she gets like homemade food as well. Mm-hmm. In the Instant Pot, I'll do like rice and a protein and veggies and berries and some coconut oil and, that kind of thing.
Yep.
And I was doing chicken for a long, long time because it's cheap. I would throw 2 chicken breasts in there with it, and then you just, break it up with forks, like pull it apart.
Yeah. Fork you chickens.
Fork you. That's right. Every single time, morning and night, when I fed my dog, I was doing
yeah.
I'm gonna
raw
gag.
chicken is nasty.
No, even when it's cooked. When I first take it out of the Instant Pot, I was like, that's the most disgusting scent on the planet.
I will eat cooked chicken. I will eat it if it comes out of someone's underwear. I will eat that chicken.
It's disgusting.
I don't care.
Even when I ate meat like regularly, because I do on occasion have some meat.
What kind of meat do you have?
Once in a great while, I will have a burger.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that about you.
Once in a great, like every 6 months.
I don't respect you anymore.
Fuck you. You never have. Honestly. But, so it just made me want to vomit. But then in the last couple of batches of dog food that I've made for her, I've either used ground turkey or ground beef, which are both more expensive.
Okay.
But they don't make me gag.
All right.
Even when I ate meat on the regular, I did not like chicken. It's nasty. Okay, so that's National Chicken Day. So the 7th, which I assume is Wednesday, is National Dive Bar Day. Did you ever go to like a dive bar?
No.
Really?
But I wanted to. I've always wanted to. Like, all right, this is stupid.
It's okay.
But so every once in a while, and I've had jobs and stuff where I'll be out in like the middle of, this is not a slam, but like the middle of Podunk, Kentucky.
I get it.
And I don't mean that about, I respect Kentucky. I've been up there and it's nice.
I think there actually is a county called
but
Podunk.
I was raised in Tennessee and there's Podunk, Tennessee.
There is Podunk,
So let's
Tennessee.
use Tennessee instead of Kentucky.
Okay.
And you drive out in the middle of nowhere.
Yep.
And you're driving into Scaryville.
Right.
And you see this little tiny, it's just a white box.
How, like a building.
And it says Budweiser in neon on the front. And that's the neighborhood bar. And it's the only one. I've always wanted to go in there.
And there's a guy sitting outside on a rocking chair going, near.
No. But I've always wondered who, like, first of all, if I go in there, I get my ass kicked.
Yeah.
I know I'm going to. There's probably a dartboard, a pool table, lots of beer, women.
If they're fancy, there will also be a shuffleboard table.
Maybe. Women and men who are looking for a good night. And you're probably going to get lucky. So, but is
that really lucky though?
Depends. I don't know.
Okay.
But I think that it would be fun to just to travel the states. Let's say to go from North Carolina to California.
Okay.
And drive and just
like up and down, or just
across. You see one, you pull over, you go inside.
Yeah.
You spend 2 hours.
And you don't get killed. That's the thing.
I mean, you take the chance.
You got to take the chance. So my mom used to work at a dive bar. She's a bartender.
Is that a dive bar? I mean, what do you call a dive bar? I would call that a dive bar. It's sort of, that's what I would call it.
Yeah. My mom worked at a place in Birchwood, Alaska.
Your mom lived in Alaska?
Yeah.
Why didn't I know that?
I don't know.
Okay.
But yeah, she worked at the Birchwood Saloon, I think it was called. And if anybody hates on me, don't, because it's a dive bar.
You Birchwood people, you know it.
No, it's not. The Birchwood people are great. The Birchwood Saloon, not so much.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
They know it's a bar.
It's a dive bar.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with the dive bar.
I mean, like the floor was sticky.
Yeah.
And the bar was a little sticky.
Okay.
And that's fine.
Yeah.
And I used to go there and play darts, and I used to go there and play pool.
You knew the floor was sticky?
I
you still
knew it.
showed up.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I wore my bad shoes.
Yep.
It's fine.
Right.
Take them off before you go in the house. It's just, that's what we did. We were on our Harley Davidson motorcycles, and we would ride out to the Birchwood and have a few drinks, which was stupid, and then get back on our Harley Davidson motorcycles and try and make it home alive. Yeah. Pretty much.
Thank you.
But we made it. Anyways, yeah, dive bars used to be kind of, no, I wouldn't say they were my thing, but man, they were on every corner in Alaska.
Yeah.
Every corner.
I feel like, and this is a prejudice, but I feel like there's a lot of dive bars in Alaska.
There are.
Yeah.
There are. There's a lot of alcoholism in Alaska as well. A lot of, and this is just honest truth, a lot of the Native Alaskans have issues with alcohol.
Well, yeah.
Because they weren't They're not genetically.
No, they're Native American. They have
They weren't exposed to it for hundreds and hundreds of years,
Right.
and now they are, and it's an issue, and they're working on it.
Then my Irish people came over. Mm-hmm. Our Irish people came over.
Said, "Here, drink this.
Try this."
Yeah, exactly.
By the way, we would like all of this land.
Yeah, you just go live out there where it's cold and barren, and that's fine. We're just gonna sit here. You want alcohol? Pay for it.
Mm-hmm.
Moving on, the 8th, which is, I guess, Thursday, National Freezer Pop Day. And we've been talking about freezer pops.
Freezer pops.
Freezer pops are those things that are in the plastic tube, and it's just basically Kool-Aid in a plastic thing. Cut the top off and just eat the freezer pop.
I was cleaning out our freezer last week, and I found a whole bunch of little freezer pops.
Did you
that
really?
My wife had in there, and they'd been in there forever. So they were
burned.
coated in crystal.
Yeah.
They weren't burned, but they had crystals all over. Man, they were like real juice. They were good.
Oh, you ate them?
I ate every freaking one of them. I think there were 6 of them, and I ate them all.
You're like, fuck it. She'll never know.
I was like,
she'll never know.
So here's the weird thing about me is like if there's something in the refrigerator that I need to get rid of, in my mind it's just like that's calorie free. You want to get rid of it. Eat it. It doesn't count.
It doesn't count.
You can eat every bit of that because you need to get rid of it, and it's not going to count towards your calories.
That's not how it works.
It's not how it works.
It's not how it
But
works.
that's what my mind tells me.
Good for you.
Yes.
All right. The next day, Friday the 9th, is National Sugar Cookie Day. Do you like sugar cookies?
I love sugar cookies.
So sugar cookies at Christmas are my favorite.
I would agree with you. Yeah.
When you make the sugar cookies and then you decorate them with frosting and glitter and sprinkles and all that kind of good stuff.
I'm gonna top that with a better cookie. Well, there are better cookies.
There are.
But overall,
sugar cookies are really plain.
Yeah, sugar. You can't beat the sugar cookies. I love sugar. Really, sugar cookies with macadamia nuts.
Oh.
But my favorite. I would say. Okay, so Christmas time.
Yes.
If you can get really, really good shortbread.
Yeah.
Forget it. The game is
we're
over.
done. Yeah. Shortbread
Cookies. So I way back in the probably 90s, I guess. Yeah, it was in the 90s. A friend of mine, when I worked in the professional theater, a friend of mine, Carol, every Christmas would make shortbread cookies, homemade shortbread cookies, like that big.
Nuh-uh.
They were on like a little wooden slab, and she'd bring them in.
Oh.
Dang it, they were good.
Is that Carol, the Carol that I'm friends with on Facebook?
No, you don't know this person. But
Oh, okay.
Dang, that was good.
We need to call her and get her cookies.
Oh, man. I wish I could get those.
Just call her and say, hey, Carol, remember
Carol,
me?
I want your cookies.
I want your cookies. Give me your cookies.
They were good, man.
All right.
Homemade shortbread.
Yeah, you can't beat it.
Mm-mm.
You really can't. Now, a sugar cookie is good.
Sugar cookies, awesome.
Shortbread beats
Shortbread, but see, I didn't want to top it because at Christmas time, sugar cookies are my kind of like go-to cookies.
Yeah.
And I've always said my favorite Christmas cookies are the little bag of cookies that are shaped like Christmas trees and snowmen. And
I know them. Yep.
They're sugar cookies with sprinkles on them, and they're nasty, but they're.
And it took us years to find them.
I can eat the entire box of them or bag of them.
I've seen you do it, and that's fine. That's you. You do you. He's doing him. That's
doing
fine.
Me. No one else will do me. I will do me.
Also true.
Yeah.
So the 11th, I guess we're down to the 11th. No, we're down the 10th. 10th is National Kitten Day.
Kittens!
Go adopt a cat.
My wife wants a kitten.
Donnie, if you're still watching, on the 10th, go get a cat. Do it. A kitten.
My wife wants
Get a
one.
kitten.
We might get one.
You already have 3.
Shh. One of them's going.
No, shh.
I know.
No,
it's so
don't
sad.
do that.
It's very sad.
Don't do that. We're not there yet. We don't want to go there.
I think she'll hold on for a while. But
just out of nerve.
No, just she's healthy. She's healthy, stubborn, except her back legs are becoming paralyzed. So she's not going to use her back legs. So my wife sent me a video, and I don't. Maybe we'll post it. It's you need to go look at it.
I'll go find it.
But it's this guy who adopted a cat, and the cat's back legs are paralyzed, and it's really sad. But it's also really cute. That cat, cats are stubborn.
Yes.
And it gets around
Yep.
with just 2 front legs.
I follow several cats on Instagram who don't have the use of their back legs.
No. So ours is losing the use, but she still gets around. And what kills me is she'll jump off of our bed.
Jesus, your bed is like this high.
I know, and it just you just hear it go. It just sounds like a sack of potatoes hit,
No.
I'm afraid she's going to break her leg or hurt herself.
Yeah.
But she started jumping.
She won't use the stairs?
Not yet.
Because you have stairs.
She's not the smartest kitty in the
Oh.
world, but she has started jumping on the dog bed, which kind of helps a little bit too.
It's a
little
cushiony,
padded,
little cushiony fall. Poor
Yeah.
baby.
When I first married my wife, this is my wife's kitty, and she would have nothing to do with me.
Right.
She's very skittish. She's very shy.
Yes, she is.
And then when
She goes,
yeah. And so we, when we had our house remodeled, we had to move upstairs, and she had to move, and we had to all kind of.
everybody had to stay up here.
And that's when she learned to kind of, this is who I.
Closer
this guy
quarters,
is.
yeah.
And she and I became like really, really close, and she loves me now.
Because you turn
We're
on
best
YouTube
buddies.
and let
we
her
watch
watch
the cat videos,
cat
the
videos,
little birds,
bird videos.
She loves that.
Yeah.
I've never known a cat to watch bird videos like she
Well,
does.
Pretty Girl used to. She'd get into them, but I don't do that for her anymore. She's got a window.
Yeah.
She can see all the birds and squirrels and stuff.
Look at the real ones.
That's right. But yeah, so National Kitten Day. Go adopt a kitten.
Yeah.
They're not a lot of work. Sometimes they can be a lot of money if they have issues, but they're not a lot of work. You feed them. You clean out their box. They're self-sufficient. You can leave them, if you leave them enough food and water, you can go on vacation for 3 or 4 days, and they're fine. Cats are great.
Yeah.
Okay, so the last day of the week, which is the 11th. Okay, this is one of my favorite things on the planet. It's National Rainier Cherry Day. Do you know what a Rainier cherry
Really? No,
is?
I mean, I know what a cherry is.
Yeah.
But I don't know the difference in them.
So you've seen them before. We've had them together before.
Okay.
A Rainier cherry is the one that has like yellow and red on it.
Oh, okay. I just thought that wasn't quite ripe,
No,
Okay.
it's ripe, but
Oh.
it's just a different strain of cherry.
So taste-wise, what's...
A little bit more sour than your
Ooh,
red
really?
cherry.
Okay.
Like if you get a deep red cherry, it's going to be super, super sweet, right?
Okay.
If you get a Rainier cherry, you can use them in different uses, like with baking and stuff. But they're a little bit more sour,
Yeah.
but they're not like a sour cherry.
Okay.
They're like in the middle. They're yummy. They're just
Nice.
just eat them.
Okay.
And they're beautiful because they're like marbly yellow and red. Gorgeous, gorgeous Rainier cherries.
Very cool.
Yeah. So I'm going to go check messages real quick.
Okay.
Why don't you keep talking and keep people busy while I do that? I don't know that there are any.
I think we have new people who have joined us on the
Take my glasses
podcast.
off again.
I hope that you can hear us well. We don't have we need to hook up our extra microphone, which I have somewhere.
Mike is here. Hi, Mike.
Who?
Mike Faber.
Oh, I wondered if you would join us.
Oh, my friend Denise is here. Hi, Denise. Hi. So good to see you.
Nice. Everybody
I'm
kind of
glad you're here.
joining
I'm
us.
just gonna do a little scrolling and see if I missed anything.
You probably missed a lot.
I actually didn't.
Okay.
Because there's the get bigger screen.
Okay.
So, Doug says nothing to report.
Okay.
And, yeah, that's where we're at.
Very cool.
Hello.
Well, everybody, thanks for joining us. We are going to start wrapping it up pretty soon. I wanted to say, this week, I'm going to open my art gallery.
I know. So you got your license?
No.
Motherfucker.
I'm not even going to go in. I'm not going to go into that. It's a long process and it's crazy, but it is in the process. And
Okay.
they told me it could be. They don't know, but they told me it could be up to 2 months. And I'm tired of waiting, and I
Yeah.
need to make money. I'm
Yeah.
losing money now.
Yeah.
So I've just decided I'm going to open, and I'm going to open. If they find me, fine. But I'll get a license. I filled everything out. I've done what
It's
I'm
on
supposed
the
to
way.
do. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've done what I'm supposed to do. So anyway, we're going to open next week, and then we got some things planned. Now, here's one of the things that we talked about last week on the podcast, and we said we would gradually kind of talk about some stuff.
Yeah.
You remember when we talked about having a live event, a live Halloween event?
Yes.
We're going to have it at the gallery.
Nice.
So we're going to have a live Halloween story reading, like what we always do, and we're going to have it live at the gallery. So people can show up. It's going to be well, I'm not going to tell you yet what it's going to be called. I'm not going to tell you yet all of the details.
No, we need to hash those out.
We're going to tease a little bit, but
You're such a tease.
I know, but you will be able to show up. Basically, bring a chair, bring a pillow, sit down, and you will hear stories.
Because we're not going to have chairs. We can't afford chairs.
I mean, people might want to lay down. That's fine.
Sure. You can lay down. You can meditate.
That's right.
You can just listen to us read with your eyes closed.
It'll be one of the first big events at the gallery. We'll hopefully have decorations and stuff.
And some beer.
Yeah, we want everybody to come in costume, and you just kind of hang out. We'll have beer, wine, whatever, and then sit down and listen to stories all night.
Yeah.
We'll entertain you.
And that'll be fun.
Yeah.
And costumes are encouraged.
Yes, definitely.
Costumes are encouraged.
And, we'll have a time of just everybody kind of meeting everybody and having a good time, and it'll be fun.
By the way,
maybe music.
It's in Tucker, Georgia.
Which is East Atlanta. East Atlanta.
It's East
if you
Atlanta.
If you know Atlanta, Decatur is east, and then Tucker is the next one over. Mm-hmm. So we're about 5 to 15 minutes from Tucker.
Yeah.
I mean, from Decatur.
Yeah. And I have friends that live all in between.
Yep.
Like from actual East Atlanta to Tucker. So it's not that far a drive.
Not at all. But it'll be a fun evening, and we'll tell you more about it as we go along. We've also talked about the fact that we are going to kind of retool the podcast. We're going to be redoing the podcast, not really changing the format necessarily,
right?
But we're going to be adding new things, making it better. We're going to
tighten it up.
We're coming upon episode 200.
Yep.
And we feel like with episode 200, we're going to make the podcast better.
We're going to tighten it up.
Yeah. Excuse me, this beer.
Nice belch.
Going back to the first thing, if you would like to be a part of the story reading, please submit, like we do every year, submit your Halloween stories to This Epic Disaster. ThisEpicDisaster@gmail.com.
Are we doing a theme? Didn't you say there was a theme?
There is a theme. I'll tell you. That's one of the things that we'll tell you in the future.
Oh. What if they want to start writing now?
That's a tease. Maybe we'll tell you next week.
That's not fair. It's not fair.
Just start writing.
Just start writing
something cool.
Scary stories.
Yeah.
And we will read them.
Yep.
And it'll be fun.
Is that it? Are we done?
I think so. We need to talk about the beer.
We need to talk about our beer. Now, let's let everybody see how much we've drank. I've drank this much beer. You've drank that much beer.
Yeah, but that's because I also have
You're drinking a cocktail.
Yeah, which my ice is all gone. Now I got to go get new ice.
New ice. Midnight Voyage by Stillfire Brewing. Let's talk about this beer. What do you think about it?
I like it.
Do you?
Oh, I haven't mentioned this yet. It is 7.9% alcohol by volume.
I didn't realize that. I'm getting it. And if you haven't noticed, you're getting a little bit buzzy on this beer.
No.
Yeah.
You?
Yeah, thank you.
You also had a cocktail before we came down. Or came
bit.
up.
That didn't do anything to me, really. I felt like.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, your clothes are still on, so that's good.
That's true.
Normally when he drinks gin and a lot of it, the clothes come off.
Yeah.
Which is fun. And I think I'm going to start recording it next time it happens.
If you need a picture of my butt, it's on my wife's
it's
phone.
on your wife's phone. That's right. Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait to tell her.
No, don't tell her. I want her to discover it. Don't tell her.
Okay, I won't tell her.
What do you think of the beer? Let's give it a number.
It's actually what they say in their little write-up about it is that it's got coffee and chocolate flavors and aromas, but it's not harsh like some strong stouts. And
okay.
I'm gonna agree with that.
I might agree with it.
I don't feel like it's as harsh as some of the chocolate coffee stouts that we've had before.
Okay.
It's not as thick or heavy or like meal-like.
Yeah.
It's lighter. It's this is not the word, but thinner. I guess. But it's flavorful.
Sure.
It's got flavor.
Yeah.
What is that flavor?
Are you answering it or are you asking me?
I'm asking.
Okay. It's definitely coffee.
Yep.
Definitely chocolate.
Yep.
It's got those kind of dark tones to it.
Do you know what it tastes like? You know that candy What is that?
Horehound candy.
Horehound candy.
It's got that kind of taste to it.
Yeah.
But I will tell you, just in that same vein, it's too sweet for me.
It is sweet.
So sweet.
It is sweet.
And we've had some stouts here that aren't as sweet as this. But this is very sweet. But the flavor is really good. Now, I will say I love the flavor. I'm not too keen on the sweetness.
This is a dessert beer.
Yeah.
This would pair well with cookies or donuts.
And it's great if you want to have your clothes off by the end of the evening. Because you do get a little bit buzzed on it.
I mean, you get a little bit buzzed on everything.
I don't think that that's true.
I do.
But anyway, I would say for me, I'm going to give it a 3 because I like the flavor. I don't like the sweetness. So there you go. That's my.
I'm going with a 3 as well.
You're doing the 3. Why?
Because again, it is too sweet to give it a 3.5 or anything higher.
Yeah.
But if you want a good dessert beer, you might even pair this like with a bourbon side.
Okay, sure.
You know, if you had a little bit of a Buffalo Trace.
Yeah.
You know, just to sip and then have this.
Maybe.
Okay. But the sweetness of this and the caramel of the Buffalo Trace might not go so well.
It's a meal in itself. I like the flavor a lot. I don't know that I would eat this or drink this with any food, but it's nice to open up and just have it.
Sure.
I mean, it is filling.
I would sit next to a fire and have this.
Yeah, definitely.
After dinner. It's an after dinner beer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what we think of Midnight Voyage. If you get an opportunity to give it a try, maybe you should do so. Sherry's going to give you a close-up view of the can there. Nice graphics on there. Illustration is pretty cool. Yeah, now we have to pay copyright on that. Oh, no.
Shit, sorry. Here, I'll fix it.
Let's ask Jesus if he'll forgive us for showing. Oh, he says yes.
Okay.
Thank you, Jesus.
Jesus.
Hey, everyone. Speaking of thank you for tuning in. We do this silly podcast every week, and we've been doing it for a long, long time. And it means a whole lot that we have 3-4 people.
4
who continue to listen to the podcast.
What the fuck?
We still have not been able to drive them away. We try it every week.
And we try.
And they're hanging on.
Oh, my God.
Dang it. But we do thank you. If you would like to in any way contribute to the podcast with stories, with dreams, we're always interpreting dreams. If you have a
Rick
love,
is very good at interpreting dreams.
Yeah, if you have a problem with love life, Sherry will be happy to give you some advice.
I give the best advice. I just don't follow it.
Send your information to thisepicdisaster@gmail.com. You will be on the podcast. If you just want to tell us what you think of the podcast, or just give us some hints, you can also do that. And as we move into our new, I don't know what we want to call it, new incarnation of the podcast.
Yeah.
After episode 200, you can send us some advice or some ideas for that. thisepicdisaster@gmail.com. If you want to hang out and you want to watch these kind of live events, like all of our friends here, like Doug, like Mike, like Chuck, everybody.
CJ was there for a second too.
Helgendor, everyone who, CJ earlier. If you want to watch this stuff, just go to Facebook. We got a Facebook page, and we also we have a secret little Facebook group.
What's our secret Facebook group? Oh, our secret Facebook group is called the Disaster Baiters.
The Disaster Baiters.
And all you have to do is ask.
All I have to do is access
to join, and we're gonna say yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we're gonna say yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
And this summer we're working on new stickers. As you know, we give away free stickers to anyone who
Do you
asks.
have one?
I don't have any of our.
Is there one right there? There's one right there. Pick it up and put it in front of the camera.
That's our old one.
Well,
it's a really old one.
That's fine.
That's the oldest sticker we have. But we're working on new ones, and so you can also find us on Instagram, and we're on Twitter now.
Sometimes.
We do some tweeting.
You tweet.
And all of the shows are on YouTube, and occasionally we do videos, and this video will probably be on YouTube, don't you think?
And I need to start taking my glasses off when I'm not reading, because it's fucking up my eyes.
All right. But thank you for listening to us. Is that all we need to say? Is there anything else we need to say?
No, I think we're done with the podcast. Let's hang on to the live for just a minute.
Yeah, we'll at the end of so we'll say goodbye on the podcast.
Yes.
And then
we'll interact with y'all for just a minute.
All right.
Thank you for listening.
Thank
Join
you.
us.
We'll be back soon. I think we're almost time for a new snack. Don't you think?
It's soon.
All right.
Soon. The last one was South Korea. I don't know what the next one is.
It'll be soon.
A couple weeks.
All right. We'll talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye.
This is a Violet Jester Media podcast.